Well, hey, and welcome back to another episode of Beatle Dustino, coming at you again today with yet another video, carrying on with another What's on the Rack video, and sticking with Peace and Love, Ringo Starr. We're on to episode 12. Wow. So we just got done with episode 11. I think I was all shocked I hit 11 of those too. And it was all Ringo on that one, his main studio albums, his EPs, and getting into his single and getting into his live albums. Well, this one we're going to focus on his solo career yet, and then we're going to get into the All-Starr band. And also, this will start, finally, non-Beatles related What's on the Rack. We're going to get into the Beach Boys finally, the tippy top of my Beach Boys collection here, which they'll take up the next several episodes here. Before we do get started with that, I do want to thank all my subscribers. I can't believe I'm over 500. I'm going to be saying that for a while. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and do hit the notification bell so you do know when I got new videos coming out, like the next What's on the Rack or What's in the Box or 10 from the Rents. Also, if you do like the video, please give it a like. It really does help out the channel. And do leave a comment. I love having a discussion with everybody. But let's get on with this next episode of What's on the Rack. So I thought I'd throw that peace and love out there. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. All right. And let's get on with the disc. So we'll start out with the compilations and Blast from Your Past. There's the front, the spine, the back. Much like my John Lennon CDs. For some reason, it was like every single one of my John Lennon CDs. I guess when you buy them cheap, used off of eBay, this is what you get. But there's the back of the disc there, or the back of the booklet, and there's the disc. Next will be Starstruck, the Best of Ringo Starr, Volume 2. There's the front, the back, and the spine. I'll open up for the back of the disc, and the disc. Or the back of the booklet. I said back of the disc on the last one, too. Doesn't have a lot of compilations, but his next one up was Photograph, Best of Ringo Starr here. The very best of Ringo Starr, sorry. And a couple of versions of this, and do I got them both? I don't know, we'll find out here. Take your bets now. There's the front though, the spine, the back. Well, this one's just the standard version. There's the back of the booklet. I got it right, yes. And the back of the disc. And this one does have a clear tray. So let's take a look at what's under the disc. And does he have both versions? Of course he does. So here is Photograph, the very best of Ringo again. This one is the 2-disc version featuring the DVD. It does got a nice little slip case. Little slip sleeve there. I think most of this is pretty much the same. Back of the booklet. Disc 1, the album, flip that over. You got disc 2, the DVD, and then the back of the tray there. So up next we got Icon, from the Icon series, kind of a budget compilation release. So very bare minimum packaging and everything here, even the track listing. Not a lot, but it's one of his official compilations, so I had to have it. There we go, not much under the tray, just the Icon logo there. In the corner, what you would have already saw. So up next, we got Ringo and his All-Star band. So starting out with the All-Stars. And this is one of my first Ringo albums that I ever had. I got this back in my record club buy-in days when I was a record club member. And there you can see that's the BMG one there, where the barcode should be. We got that. And there is the back of the booklet and the disc. And then I found out there was kind of a special edition of that, so I tracked down its bonus disc, which I found on Discogs, and just got the bonus disc. The seller even sent me a message saying, you understand this is only the bonus disc. And I said, yep, that's exactly what I wanted. Thought that was all I wanted, but I did end up tracking down just a copy of it, the actual special edition, and there that is. I got it still in the box here. There's the spine and the back, and I'm not going to pull it out of the box because they didn't really make this a slip sleeve. You got to pull this out, this flap, to open it up, and it is really tight in there, and I do not want to destroy this at all. I pulled it out once just to see how it all worked. not doing it again. It's just staying like this. I got it. It was still sealed, but it wasn't sealed great, so that's why I decided to open it. And there is little bonuses that came with it. This little send away for some Ryko entertainment info here. This is before the internet. This is how you got like merchandise, and it did come with a sticker too. It's kind of an odd sticker because it's kind of supposed to be a postcard, but it is a sticker. So, and it was a long box. Long box is a little crushed, a little beat up here, but there we go. Limited edition deluxe version. There we go. Let's see if we can get you a little better look at all this. So this is a thing, I don't know if any of my, outside of the US, you might not be too familiar with these. I'm sure you've heard of them, but just seeing them, when I got this, it brought back a lot of memories of my early CD collecting days. Unfortunately, I never saved many of them, but yeah, the disc would sit down here in the bottom, and there's just some protector cardboard and that in there. So big waste of materials and cardboard and stuff. I think from what I heard in those early days, you know, the record shops and stores all had to keep your vinyl in, and then CDs come along and they'd had all these expensive racks. Now you're giving us this little tiny disc, this little tiny case, and we got everything set up for these 12 by 12 records. What are we going to do? So I think that was kind of part of it, was to give kind of a package that could sit into those old vinyl racks. You said several of them instead of the one, you know, kind of appease the retailers there, but also kind of a theft deterrent thing. This is a lot harder to take than just this. So carrying on with the All-Star bands, Ringo and his All-Star Band Volume 2, live from Montreux. There was the front and the spine. And I believe I got this at the exact same time through BMG as I got the Volume 1. So there you can see again my BMG information instead of the barcode there on the back. There's the back of the booklet and the disc. I'll show you under the tray there. So this one I've had in the collection for quite a while. And then up next, one of the oddest labels I think on any in my collection. I'm surprised I didn't pick this up back in the day when I was in there a lot renting videos, but we got Ringo and his third All-Star Band Volume 1. And this was through Blockbuster Video of all places. I believe that was the only place you could pick it up, was in a Blockbuster. Go in to rent your videos and purchase a Ringo Starr and his All-Star Band album. But there is the back of the booklet and the disc. I think it's a really great looking cover on it though. I do like that cover. Just showing you there, Blockbuster exclusive. I'm trying to remember if I ever saw this in my local Blockbuster shops there. There you can see the Blockbuster logo again there. I think that's a really interesting one though. And I'm surprised I didn't pick it up back in the day. And I don't think they were that expensive, so I don't know why I didn't pick it up. I was always a Beatles fan at that era, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe they didn't have them in mind. That's maybe why. Another really interesting one. Some of these All-Star Band ones, they really got kind of released through some different labels. But there is the, I gotta see if I can get this all right. The King Biscuit Flower Hour presents Ringo and his new All-Star Band. There we go. There's some sort of stain or something on the back there, so I don't know what that is there. And there's the spine and the inside, and it's got this cool white tray, so it looks really cool in there, sitting with the disc. One thing on this one, I'm going to tell a little story on this one. Really shocked me. I was supposed to see Ringo early last October. I think if you've seen my videos on here, I did have the video talking about how my show was one of the first ones to get canceled when he did start getting sick and eventually got COVID. And I was checking into the hotel, which also was the same place where the venue was. It was at a casino in the Twin Cities area. Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. Checking in there to the hotel and look over. I've got this exact shirt on, this Beatles shirt. I think I even had my necklace on, my Ringo necklace. And there was a gentleman walking through the lobby, spotted me, walked right up to me. How disappointing that it got canceled. And he was wearing this cover on his t-shirt. I thought that was so cool. I recognized it right away. I'm like, oh, that's that All-Star Band, the King Biscuit Flower Hour, Flower Power, I don't know. And noticed that right away. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was a very unique shirt to find out in the wild there. But yeah, just getting to talk to another Beatles fan and finding a really unique shirt there. Up next, we got Ringo and his All-Star Band Tour 2003. There's the front and the back, or the spine, I mean. And the back I'm going to hold like this because if I held it normally, it would look like that. So we're going to hold it like that. Show you the back of the booklet there and the disc. And the back of the tray there, not much there. And up next, we got Ringo and his All-Star Band Live 2006. There's the front, the back, or the spine, the back. I keep getting that mixed up. And we got the back of the booklet and the disc. A cool picture of Ringo on the drums in concert there. Then we got Ringo and his All-Star Band live at the Greek Theater 2008 up next. There's the back of the booklet, the disc, and the back of the tray there. And almost the same title. Next one up is Ringo and his All-Star Band live at the Greek Theater 2019. Moved up about 11 years. All right. But yeah, that is the next one. It is his most recent one. It's most recent of any of his releases. It would be All-Star Band or just his own releases. And this came out on Black Friday. Not part of the Record Store Day exclusive Black Friday stuff. It was Ringo Starr Day though. Not RSD for Record Store Day, but RSD for Ringo Starr Day. And this is a 3-disc set. So there's disc 1, digipack form here. There's disc 2, and then a Blu-ray featuring the concert. I'll show you below each of the discs here. All right. Got each of the discs out. Boy, those were hard to get out. There we go. And then up next, we're getting into compilations of live albums of the All-Star Bands. And we got the anthology so far from Ringo and his All-Star Band. And this is a multi-disc set, 3-disc set, I believe. There's the front and the back. This one's in a fatty jewel case. And I think this is the original release. The back does have, I think, a lot of the All-Star Band albums. So it's featured off here. I believe there might be a couple of new songs on here too. Me being the collector, I had to get it, so I got it. Haven't really paid it much mind though. So, but yeah, there's disc 1 and disc 2. And the booklet back there. And disc 3. I guess I am showing the back of the booklet, so we'll pop that out. And there's the back of the booklet. On disc 3, I had completely sideways there, so I'll show you that again. But wait, there's more. This is another version of it. Same album that I just showed you. 3-disc, spread through 2 different jewel cases. So you can see here on the one, it says two disc. This one doesn't say anything like that on the spine. Different artwork and everything. I believe there might be some altered tracks too. Not quite sure. This might have been a European release or something on this one. I don't know. I haven't really... I knew about them, wanted to add them to the collection, was hunting them down, and just, if I saw a good deal on them, I got them. So that's what happened here. And nothing below the tray there, or below the disc. And next we got extended versions, the Encore collection, Ringo and his All-Star Band. I believe this is very similar to one of the other ones I already showed you. Cool there on the spine there. But it's got just a couple of tracks missing from one of them, and I'll look and I'll have it up in the corner here, which one that is. Very basic package, I think kind of a budget release package. And there is yet another one I think I'm missing out of my collection. I think it was more a European exclusive, and it's kind of the same deal as that one, where it's just kind of a cut down version of one of the main All-Star Band ones. And it was kind of a budget release, I think in Europe only. Ringo Starr and Friends. I have a picture of it up there. Been trying to track that down, but with it being Euro only, it's a little tricky to find here in North Dakota. So then up next, we do got even an EP from the All-Star Bands. This is just a couple of songs off of Volume 1 and Volume 2. I think it was through Discover Card. Might have been just a little promo through them. But he did have an EP before Zoom In and Change the World and EP3. Show you there. Same images below the Volume 2 All-Star Band 1 Live from Montreux. That does it for Ringo, and that does it for the Beatles. Wow, this is kind of a momentous occasion on what's on the rack. We've got through the Beatles. Oh, we got to do the DVDs and stuff next, so I guess not totally. Well, we'll get to those eventually. So we're on to the Beach Boys, kind of how I've got everything organized. Beatles, I guess, are top priority. Beach Boys are kind of next. Jimi Hendrix and Tom Petty, and then just anything past that, I guess. So up first, I do got this Beach Boys Surfin' Safari. And show you the back there. There's the back of the booklet and the disc. It seems like I should be getting close to the end, just looking at it as I'm putting the disc back on the rack there. But all these next ones are so thin, there's quite a few albums here yet. That one didn't get this series, because I've got, I think, every disc out of this series. But this was a mono and stereo release they did, I believe, in 2012. And very similar to the Beatles post-2009 packaging with that little banner there. There's the spine. And the back there, showing both the mono and stereo. And there's the gatefold to it here. Yeah, there is a little pamphlet in there, pretty much the same as the front and the back though. Of course, all the disc on that rainbow label, capital label. Show you one more time that gatefold. So Surfin' Safari, Surfin' USA, and Surfer Girl, keeping that surf in the title. Going there. I'm not going to pull out the pamphlet on this one because it's just what the front and the back is there. I'll just show you the gatefold, front and back, and the disc. Stereo and mono again on this one. Now, next we got, from that same series, a little Deuce Coupe. Both stereo and mono. I credit this album as being the album that obviously got me into the Beach Boys, but I believe also led me to the Beatles and just pop music in general. My dad had the LP and would spin this for me all the time as I was a little kid. And I just got so into the Beach Boys. This was the soundtrack of my young life. And as I got a little older, started exploring a few other bands. And eventually, not until my teenage years, I get to the Beatles. So one day I'll tell that story on how I got from Beach Boys to the Beatles, I guess. So up next we got Shutdown Volume 2. Love that cover, me being a car guy, especially me being a Pontiac guy and seeing that, I believe it's a Grand Prix, sitting there. And again, the stereo and mono on this one. And I think I got some like promo ones or discount because they all got that barcode smudged out there. And there's the disc. Next we got All Summer Long. Again, the stereo and mono. What a fantastic album this one is. And up next, the Beach Boys Christmas album. Oh, I discover I'm missing the disc. I think this is actually up in my dad's CD changer upstairs that we had it set up there for Christmas last year. He doesn't really listen that much except for at Christmas time, so I think it's still up there. I totally forgot about it. And up next, we got Beach Boys Today. Another really fantastic album. You can really see them starting to mature. Go from that surf music and hot rod music into really kind of true artist on this one. But you guys still got to love that surf music and hot rod music. Again, little Deuce Coupe. I think that's why I love cars so much too, just listening to the music off of that. And so as you can see, that Surfin' Safari was a Beach Boys Christmas album. Those were not part of this 2012 mono and stereo reissues, and that's why those don't have that version of it. But I do got all the rest. We're back on to that again. I suppose Beach Boys Today was also that mono and stereo. And we've got Summer Days and Summer Nights next here. There's the front and the back and the spine and the gatefold here and the disc. We're almost there. Now we got Beach Boys Party, also on the mono and stereo 2012 reissue. There is the gatefold. Does not got the photos inside. I suppose they're in the gatefold and stuff. But not the cards like it shows on the front here. You see there. And last, getting into one of their greatest albums, and this one I've had in my collection for a while. This is Pet Sounds. This is one of my first Beach Boys CDs I got, again from my record club buying days. Does have the barcode, but you can see there it's got all the info. I believe this is BMG again. Yeah, BMG. Some of them had the barcode, some of them didn't. And there we go. That orange and yellow swirl label. Very cool. Some bonus tracks on it too. And that ends off episode 12 of What's on the Rack. So moving on to episode 13 will be more Beach Boys, more Pet Sounds, as a matter of fact. Beach Boys will be episode 14 too, and into 15. Wow. All right. So those will be coming up sooner or later. Just be on the lookout for those. But yeah, I am going to get wrapping up here. These are always so long, so I'm going to try not to ramble. I think I really rambled on that last one. Try not to on this one, as I'm rambling on. All right. But yeah, peace and love from Ringo at the beginning there. And I do want to say thanks to all my subscribers. Again, I'm over 500. I'm shocked. That's amazing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do help me build the channel there. Do also hit the notification bell when you do subscribe, so you know when I got the next What's on the Rack or What's in the Box or 10 from the Rents. Also, do give the video a like. It really helps out the channel. And if you stuck around to this point, you must like it, so please give it a like. And do leave a comment. I do love having a discussion with everybody. Let me know your thoughts on the Ringo and the All-Star Band albums, the Beach Boys. So let me know your thoughts. Do you got any of these? Do you got any of these certain specific ones, like the 2012 mono and stereo Beach Boys ones? But anyways, I am going to truly get signing out here. I'm Beatle Dustino, signing out.